Alrighty, we'd like to welcome everybody back to practicallyandroid.com, where we go through practical and beneficial ways to use your Android in everyday life. So again, we're continuing on with our video series of cool things you can do with the home replacement app. And in this video, I'm going to show you both infinite loop and hiding your notification bar. Now, infinite loop is, well, for example, I have 5 home screens. And you can adjust them, you can have more or less, but typically what happens is, let's say, I'm scrolling to the left, and then this is my last screen on the left, okay? And I purposely put this, I just grabbed an app and I put it on there. Okay, and then I'm scrolling to the very right, and this is my last screen on the right. And I used to have a ton of apps. Like I would have I think 7 home screens, and then I had between widgets and apps, I had them all covered. And this was before I changed how many rows and columns I had, so I really could only fit like 16 apps at the most. And if I put widgets on a home screen, then it reduced the amount of apps I could actually put on there. So what do you do if you're like this? Maybe you don't have 7 home screens, you're not crazy like me, but you have a lot of apps, and you're at one home screen, and you want to get to something that's on the very other side. I guess you could, if you have like an HTC phone or something where you can pinch to zoom and get this, and you can just tap on one and go to the other side pretty fast. But you know what? There's actually a faster way you can go about doing that, and I'm going to show you that right now. It's called infinite loop, and it basically means that there's just your screens are just going to loop one after another. I'm going to turn it on and show you how that works. I believe it's in UI, settings, screen preferences. Where is it? Oh, you know what? I think it's in general behavior, animations and effects, infinite scroll, on. So now, if I go to, I'm at my very left screen, right? Well, if I just swipe again, now I'm at my other one. Pretty sweet. So really, there's no, it's just this kind of big loop thing, which is really useful. So that's that. So ADW says infinite scroll. Other ones say infinite loop or something along that line. So just look for something like that on the settings of your launcher. The other thing I want to show you is hiding your notification bar. Now, when I first got my Android phone, it was running Android 2.1, and it didn't look very cool. Well, what I guess I should say is the software, or at least the notification bar, I thought looked kind of dorky. I mean, I had just come from an iPod Touch that I used as a semi-smart device. I mean, it wasn't a phone. But I really liked the aesthetics of my iPod Touch. And when I got my Android, because I was with Verizon at that time, and Verizon didn't have an iPhone, which is probably what I would have got, just because of my experience with an iPod. I got a Droid X, and I'm actually really glad I made that decision. But in any event, what I'm trying to say is that it didn't have, the notification bar was kind of ugly. So now these newer frozen, froyo and gingerbread and ice cream sandwich, they all have a lot better better looking icon bars. But if you don't want it, you can actually take it off. So I have my hide status bar as on. I'm going to take it off. There you go. Now it's on top. I mean, it looks pretty smooth, right? So really, I really wouldn't mind it now, but I'm just used to not having it on the top. But so that's pretty cool, and at most, I just want to show you how easy that is. And really, that's the case with anything else in these with these launchers. Just go in, play with the settings, know what they do, and then set it up just the way you want it. So that's pretty cool. So I just showed you guys how to do the infinite loop and how to hide your notification bar on your home screen. Now, if you go into any other page, then it'll show up. So it's just when I'm in my desktop, and I have this set up on. When I'm recording, I don't want to get text messages and things like that. So that's why it didn't come up. In case you were wondering. But that's it for today, you guys. If you have any questions about anything that we covered in the video, feel free to send an email to staff@practicallyandroid.com, or go on our website, practicallyandroid.com, where you can like our Facebook page. On the top right-hand side, there is a link that says Android questions. You can leave your questions there. And if you appreciate what we do for you, go ahead and pay attention to these ads that we have both in our YouTube videos and our website, and just click on them if you find any of those ads useful, because we can make a little bit of revenue and keep bringing you these good videos and posts. So, but that's it for today. If you have any questions, let us know. And remember, for a more practical life, practicallyandroid.com. Take care, y'all.